Today, we think little of the technology that goes into the making of an ice rink. And as for ice in drinks, we just take it for granted.
But there's one quality of ice I'm particularly curious about. It's this. Its musical properties. Can I create some ice instruments and perform a particularly icy Christmas carol?
In London in the mid-1800s, Carlo Gatti was one of the first people to offer ice cream for sale to the general public. But the source of his ice wouldn't pass modern food and hygiene standards.
Gatti would wait until winter and then come here, to the Regent's Canal in North London, where he would cut ice once the canal had frozen over. But as his business grew, so he needed a much more reliable source of ice.
Which is why, in 1857, he first imported ice, cut in Norway and shipped across the North Sea. His next problem was where to store it. The answer lay underground. Today, it's home to the London Canal Museum. But this building in King's Cross was originally the home of Gatti's ice warehouse. Malcolm Tucker is an industrial archaeologist who is an expert on the commercial production of ice.
We're in one of the ice wells which Carlo Gatti built here in Islington. It was able to hold about 700 tons of ice. There was such a large quantity of ice in there that it kept itself cold. Certainly for people who were in inner London, they would obviously have enjoyed what they could never have previously done.
By the 20th century, there were ice factories across the UK, and blocks of ice would be delivered daily to smart houses and businesses. The ready availability of ice saw a surge in the art of ice carving. And it's that skill I'm going to need to make some ice instruments.
There it goes. Highlight of the cold sideboard. To a real swan, cold comfort.
At the Ice Academy in Cwmbran in Wales, there's the ice and the ice carver I'll need to make my instruments. It's the first time I'll be interviewing someone at a constant temperature of -8 degrees and inside a freezer.
Hi, Gareth.
Hello. Can we achieve this?
I think so, yes. It's definitely possible to get different pitches out of different pieces of ice.
You've been experimenting with a few already. Can we have a look at them?
Yeah, of course, yeah. It's pretty close to a C, I think.
It's a beautiful sound.
Try the low ones as well, they sound really nice.
That's like a marimba.
I've had a go at something else as well, kind of hopefully a rudimentary trumpet for you to try. It's got holes in it, they're a bit random, but they should hopefully change the pitch. There you go, you see.
That's amazing.
Gareth's carving a few more instruments, and then I should have enough for my arrangement.
Hi, Gareth.
Hi, Richard.
So the instruments have arrived. I think I've got the perfect carol. It's one of Britain's most popular in the bleak midwinter. And with words like, thank you, earth stood hard as iron and water like a stone, perfect. Let's get to business.
The ice well is now looking suitably icy, and the instruments are in place. But already they've begun to melt. It'll affect the tuning. So we better get on with it.
In the bleak midwinter, frosty wind made moan. Earth stood hard as iron, water like a stone. Snow